Question, Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, what were your impressions from tonight's game, and why did you think the Pistons won the game as handily as they did?
Well, I think it started, to be honest. I mean, I just reminded the guys this morning. I thought this morning, this is the second time it's happened this year. I think the first time was early in the year against Philadelphia here, where I told them this morning, about halfway through our little session here to get ready, no urgency this morning, very little attention to detail. And my experience is that usually you're going to play the game you prepare to play. You know, we had played a good stretch of intense, purposeful games where we had an edge. Tonight we had none of that, and they did. They always play hard. We should have known that. And, you know, they took the game to us right from the start. We had to play from behind. So at the end of the day, they were more prepared than we were. They put more into the game than we did. And we're not that team. We're not that team. If we have everybody ready, we're good enough to beat anybody on any night. But if we're anything less than that, it'll be hard.
Luke Hetrick, Spectrum Sports.
Coach, I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but when you look back on these last 3 years, how much has Vooch been a part of your success as a head coach?
I told him in front of the team, he's playing at an incredibly high level. And, you know, so much of it is just like all the work that he puts in. He's very professional. He has a plan every day. And the other part is he's expanded his game. You know, he was always a terrific post-up player. He's added the three-point shot to his game. And what it's done is opened up his ability to play as a playmaker. You know, he's one of the few 5 men who can both shoot threes and pass the ball off the paint. And you saw again tonight, he attacks people off closeouts better than I think any other 5 men in the league. So the three-point shot is opened up, giving him more of an opportunity to use his IQ, play off the dribble and be a playmaker. And, you know, the other thing, if you saw his teammates, you know, it just goes to show what kind of teammate he is. They're genuinely like thrilled for him. And you know, I think I've told you guys this before. I feel fortunate to be in this league, but, you know, coaching him has been a real treat.
Luke, did you have a follow-up?
Nope.
Okay, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, you know, kind of expanding on that, just how pleased are you for a guy that puts in the type of work he does every day? You get to see it more than any of us, just the level and commitment he has to his game.
And it's a total commitment on the court, in the weight room, diet. He's in phenomenal condition. He understands as well as anybody on our team what we're trying to do on offense and defense. He understands basketball. I mean, he has a super high IQ. You know, he's a terrific player. And again, he's done it through, he's got a lot of talent, obviously, but he's done it through hard work. And it's easy to appreciate.
Paulo Uggetti, The Ringer.
Steve, I'm just wondering, you guys have had fans when you've played at home in Orlando, and is it weird at all to go from, you know, an arena with fans to one with no fans and then back and forth? And now that around 15 teams or so have fans around the league, do you think that's become a form of a competitive advantage in any way?
I really don't think so. I mean, it's definitely different even having a few fans, but it's nothing like what they're used to. You know, I don't really, I mean, I don't know what the home road, you know, numbers are like, you know, like road teams record compared to other years, but it's still harder to go on the road and win. But I don't think having like 2,000-3,000 people is a lot different than having 100, to be honest with you. It's different. Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole atmosphere, I think they've adjusted now because, you know, that's game 32, right? But yeah, game 32. But it's different, but it's certainly not like when you go on the road and there's, you know, 16,000 people there.
At Welter Sports.
Cliff, I think fans in the NBA outside of Orlando might look at this team and say, for the last couple of years, the Magic don't have a star. Well, now Vooch is a 2-time All-Star, putting up career-high numbers. You know, is he that star, and does he get the right amount of respect?
I think he definitely does within the league, you know, from players and definitely coaches. And I think that this, you know, 2 years ago, he was a very deserving all-star, but he's at another level now. You know, I mean, he's playing at an incredibly high level in all areas, you know, defending, his rebounding, and then look at his, you know, obviously his offensive efficiency is terrific. So I would say that if you talk to other players, and other coaches, for sure, he gets great respect. I will say this as a sidebar, you know, when I first got this job, you know, having coached here, I knew some of the older guys who had played with him, and Jameer Nelson, Quentin Richardson, JJ Redick. They all said the same thing. Vucevic is so much better than people realize, and the players know. You know, players know who can play. So, you know, he's talented. He works hard, and you know, again, he deserves to be in this position.
Any final questions? Okay, thank you so much, Coach.